It's a real pleasure to have 54 Lana. She's a very fit, very serious baller, but look at her early swings here. Her hips and that were good, but watch, she'd reach impact, she wouldn't extend through, and snap, she'd roll over the top. I'm loading on the rear leg, rotating, pushing, extending both arms, and extending the top arm past the bottom. That's what we tried to teach today. How arm extension creates a snap. The hands are driven, pushed and extended off the rear hip drive towards the point of contact you can see here. And then I'll snap and go through it. Maybe the point of contact's out a little bit ahead, but you get the idea of what we're trying to do. When you get to the point of contact, you almost stop and then you roll over. It's like your bat bounces up. You're just not continuing to extend the top arm and push the lead arm as well. You're not getting that good X snap, a good push X snap off the rotation through the ball, bouncing and rolling up. So we had to really work on that, and drilling was really the only way we could probably get to that. Right there, you hit the ball better, but you didn't punch through it. You didn't extend through it to get that second level bat speed. Here's Dara Tolman. She's been a DeMarini pro. And watch how she gets her hands driven to that plane, extending through, extending the top hand through, and continue to extend and snap until she's all the way through. Did a really great job. Your rotation's fine. And we don't need quite this big a windup on the frisbee, but look at the rotation and the hip thrust and the extension of the lead arms, throwing that off. That's what you have to get. Now doing the seated perfect snaps, it's a little, you need to get extended faster, like right there. That's good. See that? You don't want to make it extend and then just snap. Now when it puts you first off the rope forces you to extend your arms towards the point of attack. And watch how your hands come up and you swing over the top of it. You're not going down to the ball, pushing and extending your hands through. Same thing here, the hand position, especially the lead hand. When you get to about the point where you should be making impact, your lead wrist, watch it go down. It goes down, the X snap stops, and you roll over. You want to push X snap through it. Push and extend until they can't go any farther, and then your top hand will snap by, and then you'll get into the rollover late. Now we have the swing simulator here, and at first glance that looks good. You're in a good X position. But watch when you look here, slow motion, you're just kind of pushing the snap in. It's not a fast extension and then a snap like there. Watch Brian Wegman here on the low pitch. Pushes and extends and snaps through, and on a high pitch as well. The hands go to the target, and he extends the arms until the top one goes past the bottom. If you get here with a heavy gymnastic, see how the bat head dropped? Your lead hand comes up a little bit. See it come up, and then your hand drops in the bat head or the gymnastic. It's a heavy stick, 4.5 pounds for a lady that only weighs, probably 110 pounds. It's a lot to ask, but if your mechanics are right, if you keep that lead hand extending towards it, that's going to guide like you do right there. And then off the rope, you just killed the rope. Look at that. Fantastic. You learn to extend your hands towards the target. Watch your hands go right at the target, and then the top hand extends past the bottom, and you get a great snap, and you stay on the target. And the rotation is very good. Your rotational thrust off that rear hip is what drives it. And look at that beautiful swing right there. That's almost perfect. Your rotation of your hips is coming around. It's helping push the extension. You're staying within the rotation, but you're really extending and getting a good thrust. And the live swing's beautiful, really. You go backside a lot, and part of that's because your top arm could extend more, and you're so used to being jammed a little bit, but that's a great swing. And you go backside where all the weak hitters are. Look at that. Point of contact's back, you're not chasing it out front. On my swing here, you see it very similar, but I'm hitting a pitch that I'm going to hit down the left field line or the left field. Dara's going to go to center field here, and you typically extend a little bit less. Now watch Wegman swing. Low pitch, he just pushes and extends down through it. Higher pitch, hands go up to it. As the rear hip thrust pushes and extends the hands and into the snap. Look at there. Higher pitch, you roll over the top. So it wasn't perfect at the end here, but as we finished out, you had a lot of great swings. Look at that, beautiful. Your exit speed's improved about 9 miles an hour, and I'll put the figures right down here on the video, but over and over, just consistently hit it to right field. Nice. Oh, beautiful. Oh, nice hit.
Just remind yourself to punch and extend wide arms. That's what I did. Mine is extending both of my arms. My top hand tends to be lazy, so punching through. And the my load. I was loading at the wrong time, so at the height of the arc. I actually, Dee Marie was my very first softball bat over 30 years ago, called the one, and I still have it. First time swinging a senior bat, and I was shocked at how heavy I could swing, thanks to Bogey.
You use the strongest muscles, right? Your hips
So
and your arms.
Got some really good pops.
Hips, arms, and chest. So great job.